Hi everyone, it's Nalanie and welcome back to my channel. So today we are doing first impressions mini little review on a new foundation. Now this is not a new foundation on the market, it's just a new foundation to me. So today we are testing out the Milk Blur Liquid Foundation. I've never tried any of Milk's complexion products. The only thing I've tried from Milk is their Hydro Grip primer, but I've heard really good things about this, and I got two shades because I picked both of these up at Marshall's. They were both $11.99 each, and they didn't have my perfect shade. This one's a little too, wait, which one is what? Sorry, this one's a little too dark and this one's a little too light, so I figured mixing it together should give me a very close match, if not perfect. So that's what we're going to do today. We are going to be testing this out. I'm going to keep it on for a couple hours and let you know what my final thoughts are. And in case you are new to my channel, what I normally do is I apply my products the way I would typically apply products. I do primer, I do everything. I do everything the way I would normally do. I did already prime my face off camera, and today's primer is a no problem primer from Touch in Sol. I love this stuff. I am running low, so I figure I might as well just finish it up since I do like it and it works well with a lot of my foundations. So that's what I'm going to be using today. And I know with these foundations, you're supposed to really shake this up. It's supposed to be full coverage and very lightweight, and it's very liquidy. I don't know if you can hear it. Okay, so I'm just really shaking it up. And I think I'm going to use, I have two things I can use. I haven't decided if I'm going to use a brush or if I'm going to just use a beauty sponge, but the sponge I'm going to go in with first is going to be my e.l.f. Camo sponge, and if I decide to go in with a brush, I'm going to go in with this Real Techniques brush, and I think this is just 001. So let's just another little shake and we're going to mix this together. So that is, so it is liquidy, but it's not very liquidy where it's gonna drip and, you know, so I think that should be enough for one. And we're gonna take the darker shade, we're gonna mix it in with it. So that should be good enough. I'm going to mix up with my fingers, apply it, and then work it in. So I think that should be a decent match. Okay, and as you can see, I have hyperpigmentation, I have dark circles, I have redness, I'm breaking out. So yeah, let's just go in. I think that match is pretty good, and it is feeling like a lightweight full coverage. I don't know how well this is or how fast this is going to dry down, so I'm going to start working the product in, and I'm going in with my damp e.l.f. Camo sponge, and that is blending out really nice. It's giving me decent coverage. I'm really liking this coverage. Yeah, this is looking really good. I always avoid applying foundation underneath my eyes. That's where I put my concealer. And I don't like it to look really cakey underneath there. So I'm just gonna go in with the sponge and just really work it into my forehead. Yeah, I'm liking the coverage that it's giving me, and what's ever left over on my sponge, I'm just applying onto my nose. I don't like applying tons of product, but I think I added a little too much onto this little beauty sponge. So I'm just gonna work in with what I have. Yeah, can you see this? I feel like I want to see how well this dries down, but I like the coverage. I like that it's a very thin and I'm getting a good full coverage. So I'm gonna work over here and just add a little more product since I do have some discolorations. Usually I do some color correcting, but I want to go in with a very small amount of product. I don't want to go too crazy and too heavy with concealers and powders because I really just want to see what this foundation is going to do. And yeah, I think I'm really liking this. Coverage is good. I'm pretty sure if I go in with a brush, I would get a lot more coverage, but I still have so much product left over. Yeah, everything's looking really nice. My skin looks luminous, but it doesn't, it looks healthy. It looks really healthy and not over luminous, overly dewy. It just looks nice. It looks healthy, right? So now I'm gonna grab my small mirror and just really look and see if I need anything else. I always like using a smaller mirror to really just make sure I'm seeing everything. Yeah, the foundation is looking like skin. It looks really nice. I don't think you need a lot of product with this at all. And normally I typically used to reach for a full coverage foundation. Nowadays I like more of a medium coverage, and this is really just, this is looking really nice. So I'm liking the way this is looking. Okay, so I'm gonna jump off camera and I will be back with my face completely done, and I'll let you know what my first initial thoughts are. Okay, be right back. Okay, so I'm checking in with you guys. I finished my face kind of quickly. I didn't really do anything too crazy. I added a little bit of concealer, nothing too brightening, just something that matched my complexion. And then I went in with my setting powder, which is the Harouche Secret Mixing Powder. What's in here is my Laura Mercier translucent powder, Huda Beauty's Banana Bread, and the two Ben Nye powders, the Pretty in Pink and the banana powder. And then to set my entire face, I went in with my CoverGirl Clean Fresh powder in 160 medium. And to bronze my face a little bit, I went in with this Wet n Wild Shady Beaches bronzer. So I'm actually just going to go and make something to eat, and I'll be back in a couple hours. I think I'm just gonna hang out, I'm gonna eat, watch a movie, and maybe just play around with some makeup, and I will check back in with you guys in a couple of hours and let you know what my face looks like and how the foundation's holding up. But I'm not going anywhere. I'm pretty much just gonna be in the house. So I'm just gonna move around and do a couple of things, and I will let you know at the very end what my final thoughts are on these little foundations. But so far I'm liking it. I think everything went on really well. I just went in really quickly with a bunch of products. Like I said, I'm just going to be at home and I just want to really test this product out and just see how it's gonna hold up and what it looks like. And so far I like it. I think my skin looks really nice. I have some blemishes and some breakouts, but other than those little bumpy areas, my skin is looking really nice. I'm looking matte, but not too dry matte, just a healthy, natural, lit from within glow matte. So I will be back in a couple of hours and I will let you guys know what my final thoughts are on these little foundations right here. Okay, I will see you in a couple hours. Okay, so we are back. It's been about 4.5 hours. I just did a bunch of random things. I put some lipstick on because it was coming off with eating, and I have some thoughts on this foundation. I didn't do any touching up, but I'm just getting normal separating where I would normally do. This is nothing out of the norm from other foundations that I've used. So what I was looking at, like right before I put the camera on, I'm getting a little bit of separating right by my nose area. On my nose right here, it's kind of just fading just a little bit, and I'm just getting a little bit of smile line just separating where I normally do. Typically I try not to use too much product on that area. I just kind of forgot to put a little less product in that area, but these are just areas that I typically just separate because I talk a lot, and like I said, I was eating, I was doing a bunch of other things, but overall the foundation is looking good. My skin looks, I can blot a little. Can I blot a little? Okay, we're gonna blot. I have these little Boscia blotting sheets, and let's blot. I always hate doing this on camera because I always feel like it just does not look the greatest. It's kind of just gross, but whatever. We're all friends here. So we're just going to oh, okay, that's not bad at all. And that took away the shine. So I usually typically get oily in my T-zones. Okay, that definitely mattified it a little bit. I'm trying to be really gentle. My nose area as well. Okay, so this is what it's looking like so far. It's actually not bad. And I'm only just using this blotting sheet where I typically get a little shiny. I don't put this all over my face. It's just usually where I would, and I feel like my skin just looks back to normal. I don't think on camera was picking up as shiny as I was looking, but realistically I think it was just maybe from the lighting, but this is not bad. This is not bad at all. My skin looks nice besides my little breakouts, but my skin is looking really nice. The foundation held up really well. I'm actually quite surprised. And what I really like about this foundation, where's the foundation? What I really like about this foundation is because it is really thin, you don't need tons of product, and it's full coverage. So just depending on how much coverage you need, you like, you prefer, you don't need to go in with tons of product. I actually had a lot. So the amount of product that I put on, I needed half of that. Like literally half, because it was too much product. I ended up just wiping off the rest and just getting rid of it. And I used it on my neck also just to make sure everything blended. And I think the color match worked out really well. Like I said, I just mixed my two shades together and went from there. But overall, I'm really impressed with this foundation. I do really like it. And yeah, I'm gonna be testing this out for the next couple of weeks. I'm gonna test it out when it's really hot out also, just seeing how well it lasts. But right now, after a couple of hours, I think it's been on for about 4 or 5 hours. I can't remember. It's time for me to take my makeup off and get ready to go to sleep. But it's, yeah, what time is it? It's 11:56 p.m. So I'm getting ready to take everything off, and then I'm just going to call it for the night. But I like the way everything came out. I like the way the foundation worked out and looks, and I like the way that all of my normal products went on and worked out. I went very light with the makeup application because I wanted to see what this foundation was going to do without giving it too much help. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this little review. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video.